I will not miss you. I miss the version of me before you broke her. Your silence taught me more than your words ever could. My closure was your absence, louder than any goodbye. I didn't lose you. I found myself after you left. Your ghost still watches my stories. I forgive you, not because you deserve it, because I do. You still check my page, hoping I don't say your name. That post? It was me finally choosing peace over potential. You called it drama. I called it the truth. I didn't block you. I spiritually released you. I wrote the pain down so it wouldn't stay in my body. If I ever meant something, you'd have said something. You ignored me like I wasn't praying for you. I never wanted revenge, just a real explanation. You didn't reply, but my post hit you like karma. If you feel guilt, it's because you're not innocent. I didn't lose you. You lost a heart that stayed through storms. I had to break to finally see clearly. Some posts are spells. That one ended your hold on me. You weren't the one. You were the lesson. You felt exposed because you've done things that require forgiveness. That quote wasn't shade. It was liberation. I posted my pain, and strangers hugged me better than you ever did. You didn't shatter me. You cracked open my awakening. You left quietly. My words stayed loud. I stopped needing you the moment I voiced my truth. You feared exposure. I feared silence. We shared time, but I loved you in lifetimes. If it burned, that means I wrote it right. I don't miss you. I miss the idea of you. You watched me heal. That's why you're quiet now. You ghosted me into becoming unforgettable. I turned your cruelty into poetry. I didn't write it for attention. I wrote it to survive you. My pain has a following now. If I was too much, you were never enough. You broke me, then got mad when I spoke about it. I turned your absence into a platform. That post was a funeral for the version of me that begged. You didn't love me, you loved my loyalty. I stopped explaining myself the moment I realized I was right. You think I'm cold now. I was fire when I loved you. I made my sadness sacred. You left, and I met God in the silence. That post was my soul trying to unlove you. You hated that I finally shared the truth. I didn't expose you. You exposed yourself by how you left. That quote is what I should have screamed during the goodbye. My words sting because they're honest. You were allergic to accountability. I told the truth in metaphors so it wouldn't destroy you. That post didn't need your name. Guilt wore it for you. You ran. I wrote. I healed. You can't unread your reflection in my words. I stopped loving you, but I still write like I do. I never needed you. I needed to be seen. You loved the broken version of me because she didn't ask for more. That post, my closure in 14 words. I stopped begging. That's when I started healing. I didn't lose you. I was released. You feel attacked because I described you perfectly. I turned heartbreak into holy text. Your silence taught me my worth. You still haunt the sentences I never shared. I write so I won't call. You wanted me quiet. I became viral. That post was a pulse check for my pain. My story isn't bitter, it's sacred. I loved loud. You left quietly. You never apologized. So I forgave you in public. I said it all without naming you. That's grace. I whispered prayers into the algorithm. One reached you. You ignored me. Now the world listens. I didn't write it for you to see. I wrote it because you didn't. You liked the quote, but never lived it. I gave you poems. You gave me plot twists. I left clues in every caption. You felt seen. That's why you didn't share it. I outgrew your silence. That post, a ceremony for my closure. I stopped loving in silence. You never replied, but the views spoke louder. My post was a mirror you avoided. I broke online because I held it in too long. You didn't deserve a phone call. You deserved poetry. I didn't write it to hurt you. I wrote it to save me. I became whole when I stopped editing myself for you. I don't miss you. I miss who I was before loving you hurt. You never said goodbye, so I wrote one. I gave you love. You gave me a lesson. You treated me like a secret. Now I write like a storm. My heartbreak made me a writer. You faded. My truth didn't. I left you in the draft folder of my soul. That quote was me standing up for the version of me who stayed. You couldn't break me, so you left. That wasn't a post. That was me finally choosing myself. You hurt me into becoming unrecognizable. I healed in front of everyone because you destroyed me in private. I didn't ask for a reply. I asked for a witness. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. I wrote that post with your name in silence. You just don't hear how loud I miss you. The universe heard my heartbreak and turned it into a post. You felt it, didn't you? I didn't tag you, but your soul knew I was talking about us. If it hurt to read, it was your ghost replying. You were the sentence stuck in my throat. I finally posted it. That post, it was my way of saying, I still feel you. You felt exposed reading it because I stripped my soul where you used to sleep. I didn't mention your name, but every word bled it. The silence between us speaks louder than your name ever did. Some posts are prayers. That one was mine for you. I post because I can't call you. If it found you, it means you were supposed to read it. Every post is a letter I'm too scared to send. That ache in your chest, I wrote it into words. You felt seen because you were. I hope you know the line that hit you hardest was the one I meant. The post wasn't popular, but it broke you. That's how I know it was real. I couldn't sleep until I wrote what I should have said to you. I didn't write it for likes. I wrote it for closure. You read it, then looked away. That's still a reply. The post said everything your silence wouldn't. If it haunts you, it's because it was meant for you. That wasn't a quote. It was a scar made public. You read it twice because the first time you felt guilt. My fingers typed what my lips couldn't say to your face. It wasn't a post. It was a scream in disguise. It hit you because your soul recognized the truth. Some quotes aren't fiction. They're memories in disguise. That wasn't shade. That was shadow work. My closure lives in that post you keep rewatching. If it triggered you, it touched what you buried. I wasn't subtweeting. I was spiritually bleeding. Every view is a heartbeat I can't unfeel. Don't lie. You saved it. You felt it. It wasn't content. It was confession. When I said them, I meant you. I stopped writing for you. And suddenly you noticed. You didn't react, but your silence read it loud. I buried my heartbreak in hashtags. You still found it. The post was short, but it ended a chapter. The one you ignored was the one you needed. You said nothing, but my post broke you. I didn't ask for you back. I wrote you out. I posted what I couldn't unlove. If your heart skipped, it was a message. That post wasn't about you. It was about who I became after you. My closure was 17 words long. You think I'm dramatic. I think you're avoidant. My heartbreak has more reach than you ever did. You double tapped my pain. That counts as a response. I don't post for attention. I post for release. The quote wasn't deep. You're just in denial. You said I overthink, but my post read like your journal. It's not about missing you. It's about what I lost in me. I stopped waiting when I posted what you never asked. You ghosted. I grieved. Then I posted. That post was the apology I deserved. From me. We never ended. We just turned into poetry. If you felt attacked, it's because you still care. I wrote it without crying this time. That's growth. I wrote what I needed to read before you broke me. You didn't like it, but you watched it twice. Don't scroll past. You know this is about us. You called me dramatic. I called it survival. The quote wasn't loud, but it screamed your name. That was my last post about you. Don't expect more. Some posts heal, others confront. Mine did both. You weren't ready for the version of me that writes instead of begs. I post what I can't bury. You didn't reply, but my post made you remember. I made peace with your silence, then turned it into art. If it shook your chest, it was truth. My heartbreak is now content. Congratulations, you ghosted me into creativity. That was the last thing I'll ever write with you in mind. I wrote it for the part of you that still lingers. The post didn't go viral, but it reached you. I said everything, and you wouldn't. You weren't the inspiration, you were the warning. I write to feel less alone. You read to remember who you used to be. If this touched your soul, don't scroll. Like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more.